I've got a bunch of XRP and Ripple good news to share with you, along with the Senate saying, yo, XRP is not a security, along with massive outflows of BTC.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
Oh, that's not too pretty looking, and this is getting a little bit better. But before we get into the crypto news, your comments come first. Hot, spicy, naughty, relevant, maybe a what? Share it at the beginning of the next video. Who's starting us off today? Uno Bug Me One says, well-deserved 40,000, Klaus. I'm not worried about the price today. I'm in for the long haul. Yeah, you long haul players out there are like, yo, giving us cheap XRP, cheap H-bar to pack our bags. XRP speedboat, like the name says, Klaus. There must be spots somewhere in your new space for a Gensler dartboard. Thank you. What do you think of the background? Oh, and I got plenty of space for the Gensler dartboard. I just don't have a Gensler dartboard. What else do I got for you? Annie Belugo says, guess what? It's not all sunshine and rainbows for the XRP army. I agree. We're going to have to deal with some macro poop sandwiches here in the next couple months. I'd rather lose 3,000 for the opportunity to make 300K. Officially joined your monthly train and signing choo-choo bitches. Here we go. Thank you so much, and thank you channel members for supporting the channel, and thank you everyone because yes, we hit 40,000 in February. I am so proud of all of you out there. Bitcoin sitting at 83,782. ETH is 2213. ETH getting pounded again. Backdoor action. XRP's at 213, up from the lows, but we're worried about CPI data in CPE. XLM is at 28.2. Doge at 19.8. ADA is at 62 cents. Sol 144 and SWI 279. All right. BTC massive outflows. The worst week ever. 2.6 billion gone, girlfriend. You heard me right. I said 2.6 billion. Digital asset exchange products, ETPs, and Bitcoin-specific funds have seen outflows lately, with BTC and other cryptos feeling the impact of market instability. That's right. When the markets are unstable, they go where? They go to the safe haven assets like gold and silver. James Butterfield, head of research at CoinShares, pointed out that the outflows, which have reached 2.6 billion this week, holy shit, represent the largest ever. From February 3rd to February 2024, the global ETP market for digital assets, including BTC, saw insane fluctuations. The market experienced a surge with global ETPs showing inflows, and then all of a sudden, we get the outflows. That's this chart here. Okay, check this out. Look at this is not good, everyone. This is the beginning of February. We had some inflows, and now you see massive amounts of outflows. You could see this 2-week period right here where we were kind of like a little sideways action, not craziness, but the market has definitely changed over the last 4 weeks. Hopefully this visual is showing you what the market is thinking right now across the board. Oh yeah, it's also linked in the description below. Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alderati, who dresses well but not as well as Brad Garlinghouse, says the SEC's guidance on meme coins is bueno. All right, listen to this. Meme coins are just like what, everyone? Oh, holographic Pokemon slabs. That's right, they're like collectibles. According to the Ripple CLO, the question for the market regulator is whether or not something falls under its jurisdiction or whether it is illegal or legal. He noted the SEC's new position: if fraud occurs, that's the only time they're going to act. Otherwise, it's not under the SEC guidance. Alderati also said the SEC's guidance stacks to law and precedent. He noted that it voided any vague categorizations like decentralization, because how do you define decentralization? Is decentralization 1 out of 50 control? 1 out of 75? 1 out of 7? I don't know. We don't have those things down. In supporting the position, Ripple's chief legal officer said that meme coins are not securities because they do not confer rights to income, profits, or assets. Yep, just like Pokemon card slabs. So, meme coins being backed off with the SEC. This is what Alderati wrote. The beauty of the SEC statement on meme coins is its simplicity. Now remember, Gensler wanted to be the cop on the beat, wanted to take the law into his own hands and make the SEC as big as possible. The guidance sticks to law and precedent, avoiding vague concepts like decentralization. Meme coins aren't securities because they don't confer rights to income, profits, or assets. Their value comes from market sentiment, not managerial efforts. And without investment in a common enterprise, there's no investment contract. This doesn't have to be complicated, but oh my gosh, Gensler wanted it to be complicated. Latest congressional hearing proves Torres was right, saying XRP is not a security. This is coming from the Senate. In an X post yesterday, Cynthia Lumens BTC Maxi outlined 3 major findings related to digital assets. These are pretty good, okay? First, she emphasized that most cryptos do not meet the criteria of the long-standing securities test from Howey. This indicates that digital assets do not satisfy it and should not be regulated as securities. So there you go. SEC, go f*** yourself. Gensler, hopefully the door hits you in the ass plenty of times on the way out. Second, she acknowledged that the United States is behind other nations. No shit in creating crypto regulation. This lady's not a fucking rocket scientist. Several crypto stakeholders, including CEO Brad Garlinghouse, I told you this was XRP Ripple-centric news, have previously echoed this sentiment. Lastly, Lumens said the committee learned that stablecoins would bring the United States payment system in the 21st century. As expected, Lumens' tweet attracted attention from crypto enthusiasts. The famous crypto lawyer Bill Morgan suggested that this finding confirms that Torres was correct and that XRP is not a security. Essentially, what Lumens is saying is, yo, XRP doesn't fall under the Howey test. But yet the SEC and their gross abuse of power and their gross overreach wanted it to be. Oh my, how things have changed. Ripple's going to unlock 1 billion XRP tomorrow, March 1st. All right, what's going to happen to the price? Honestly, I think bigger factors are driving this. I'm just sharing this with you because it still comes down to the idea of what is XRP value-wise with Ripple. I mean, I see that they're using it as a piggy bank, but are they using it to help out any of their products? Are they doing anything with XRP? Are they doing any big settlements? Okay, yeah, it's used as gas fee, but that's not going to do jack shit, right? Because it's so cheap to move tons and tons of money on XRPL. So what are they doing with it? Or are they just using it to fund their own piggy bank? All right, let's get now into the crypto markets as volume is starting to really crank up there. Up 23% to 184 billion. Sitting at 21 right now in the feed and grease scale, which means we're in extreme fear. Let's take a look at XRP specifically, which is right now floating around that 2013 mark. Sorry about that. So we're getting a little bit of relief from the lows earlier today, but I don't have much faith in this move. Granted, a bunch of you out there in the comments are telling me you were able to nab XRP at 205, 199, a few of you out there. Well, guess what? There's opportunities because the macros are going to be horrible. CPE is coming out soon. You got CPI coming out, PPI, and FOMC meeting. All 4 of those, bad, bad, bad. Yeah, CPI data, I've been looking over the latest estimates before I did this video. They're saying it's going to come in hot again. God, I can't wait till my wife comes home tonight from work. Speaking of coming in hot. I mean, CPI data, my bad on that. So right now, yeah, you're getting a little bit of a bounce right here, but look at this 7-day. You see the downward pressure on the 7-day. Zoom out to the month and you see the same story. You're like, okay, we rebounded from Bloody Sunday. But then look, our highs have been getting lower and lower. So yes, you're able to nab up some good XRP deals. And yes, I've been reading your comments talking about, hey, I would rather lose 3,000 now rather than miss out on an opportunity to make 300,000, because that's right. Those of you out there that believe are like, yo, dry powder ready, I'm here to buy. But I'm telling you right now, the macros are bad. And these are short-term macros. We're looking out at about like the next month, month and a half worth of macros. If they continue to be bad into the summer, we're going to have a whole different conversation, and not a good one. And I'm not talking about the, oh, Timmy's doing bad in school and he's acting up and we got to like move him at a different table. We're talking bigger trouble than that. But you know who's not in trouble? Exchanges. XRP volume is up 48% to 8.7 billion. So exchanges are making money. Who's leading the charge with XRP volume? Oh, the Koreans. The XRP Korean won pairing volume right now is 1.1 billion. One trading pair for XRP is 1.1 billion. In comparison to XLM's total volume, check this out. XLM's total volume is 310 million. 310 million. One pair for XP is 1.1 billion. That pairing is the XRP Korean won pairing at 1.1 billion. What's XLM's, just to give you all a comparison, 16 million. So I wonder who that market favored. All right, so the SEC, well, the new revised SEC is doing stuff over here, which is really good for the market. We've got some ETFs, we've got some regs down the pipe over here, which is also good for the market. But you see these two things right here? These two things right here have nothing in strength-wise compared to the bad macros that are over there. Yeah, and that's not good because macros we really weren't worried about a couple months ago. But now that we've had 3 months in a row of increasing CPI data, that is driving down consumer confidence. It also means what? There's a lot of money being eaten up by interest. And when money is eaten up by interest, it doesn't go to what everyone, risky asset classes like crypto. That's why you've seen massive amounts of outflows in those ETF products. Remember that chart where in the beginning it was here, and then you saw over the last 4 weeks it kind of went down here into outflows? Yeah, that tells you that in a 4-week time period, the market has completely flipped over, gone from bullish to bearish. And that's from the bigs out there. So the bigs are changing their tone. Now, mind you, I shared with you that about 1.3 billion of BTC was bought by whales here recently. So maybe some of the institutional players are out, but the whales are still gobbling it. I've got one fear. Well, I got a couple fears. One related to crypto, and it's that, you know what? If macros don't start improving, like if inflation doesn't start cooling down, if we don't start getting better PPI data, if we don't start getting interest rates down and all that kind of stuff, we're gonna start dampening the bull run a bit here. Not that it can totally destroy it and blow it out the water, but man, if you keep seeing inflation going up, up, and up, that's going to put a lot of negative pressure on the market. And I do not want to go back to the days of 2023, first 3 quarters of 2024. We don't want that. Now, don't get me wrong. I get buying the dip, but there's a lot of people that bought in recently that will get washed out because they're not familiar with this. You and I, right, the veterans, and if you're new, hey, welcome. Hello, seriously, hit the subscribe button. This is an awesome group to join. The veterans, though, that are watching, right, we've seen this play out time and time again. Remember all the, this is the final shakeout. That's all bullshit. There's always going to be shakeouts. There's always going to be something out there in the crypto market. The crypto market's very volatile. But we're seeing that the regs are starting to look better. We're starting to get some clarity from the SEC that meme coins are just like this. Pokemon PSA slabs. Yeah, collectibles. Now we just need further guidance so that the banks and other bigs can get into their favorite crypto digital assets. When that happens, I'll be sure to share it with you. When CPI data comes out, I'll share it with you. When Jerome Powell and the Fed have the next meeting, I'll share it with you. And you know what? So you don't miss out, hit the subscribe button, notification bell. Drop me a like if you like what you saw. Drop me a comment. Maybe if it's spicy and naughty, I'll share it in the next video. And of course, what everyone? Well, I just got done with my 1.5-hour base run, so you know what I've been saying in my head. Choo choo, bitches.